Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Brooklyn Bulls.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Sacramento Condors. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from the California capital. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And last week he had another touchdown to his total. He continues to be the #1 scorer in the league in terms of rushing touchdowns. And what more can you do to help your team than find the end zone?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Condors get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now a second down at 6.
Now back to throw.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Price. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Moss.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On second down, they'll run it here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
And what a big-time play there. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Powers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powers.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 5. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Blair. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On first down, Blair. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Norwood's got it, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Over the middle to Smith. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. The Niners looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And it was the visiting L.A. Rams who get the victory in that one. 28-14 was your final score. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On the give, this is their fullback. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
19 Tiger. Check 52.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, Overton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Norwood. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On second down now, Norwood. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Powers. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bulls have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Shakes off the sack.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Norwood. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bulls are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Up the middle they go. Norwood. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bulls continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Norwood. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
90 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Norwood. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.